In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create work planes or support planes in Inventor Fusion. Let's begin by creating some geometry. I'll bring in a box primitive. Now let's bring in a cylinder. We'll center it on the midpoint of this edge, make the circle coincident with this midpoint, and stretch it out. Instead of a cut, I'll switch to join and click OK. Now let's take a look at our work plane options. The first option we have here is plane by offset. So let me show you how to do that. First, we select a planar face, then drag my plane in this direction. The reason the plane jumps in 10mm increments is because we have snap mode on. Let's accept this plane. And I'm going to take a look at the next option, plane at tangent. Let me select this cylindrical edge. Now I need to specify an angle for the plane, and I can do so by selecting a planar face, or this planar face. I can also drag this yellow handle, and I've got an input field. I can enter a numerical value for the angle, press enter, and let's click OK. The next option is plane by 3 points, so let's make our point selection, first point, second point, and third point over here, and here's our plane. Our next option is plane between two planes. So first I'll select a planar face, and our second planar face, and here's our plane. Let's try that again. I can select a planar face and a plane, and my new plane is created mid-plane. Let's hide these new planes. The next work plane option is plane by point and axis. Let's select the axis first and then a point. And here's the point. And here's my plane. The next option is plane at angle. I'll select this linear edge and now specify an angle value. Or I can select a plane or a planar face. As well, I can grab the yellow handle and drag, and I can also enter a value manually in the numeric input field. Press enter, and OK. The next option is plane at point on path. I'll select a point on this circular edge, and there's my plane. So you see here, the plane is created normal to the path at the point on the path that I selected. You'll notice that I didn't have to create a point on this path first. I just selected the path itself. So as a result, the location of the plane can be a little bit random. Let's take a look at our last work plane option. It's plane by two axes. So let's select this edge as our first axis, and this edge as our second axis. And here is our resulting plane. This concludes our tutorial about creating work planes in Inventor Fusion.